Today we'll be looking at how to ask somebody, how are you? And then how to respond to that question. First, we're going to learn two familiar ways to ask the question, how are you? What I mean by familiar is when you would ask somebody that you're really good friends with, or a family member, someone you know really well, in an informal situation. This is how you would say, how are you? The first one you could say is, ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo estás? And the other one you could say is, ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué tal? And to answer that question, there's a million ways you can answer how are you or how are you doing. Just to give you a couple easy ones though, you're going to start your answer off by saying Estoy, and then you're going to end it with some sort of adjective saying how you're feeling or how you're doing. So for example, if you wanted to say I'm doing well or good, you could say Estoy bien. If you wanted to say you're doing really bad, you could say Estoy terrible, I'm terrible or just not doing well. You could say Estoy muy bien if you're doing really well, and that goes for either question, and there's a million adjectives you could use. We'll learn the other adjectives later. The other way I'm going to tell you how to say how are you is a formal way to ask how are you, and this would be used in a situation with a person that you don't know, an older adult maybe, or for someone whom you want to show respect, like a teacher or a police officer, something like that. And this one is very similar to one of the first ones. It's a lot like ¿Cómo estás? However, you're just changing it a little bit. And what it's going to sound like is ¿Cómo está usted? ¿Cómo está usted? And you can answer it with the same way you answer the other questions with Estoy bien, Estoy terrible, Estoy muy bien, Estoy así así, or which means okay, or regular, which also means okay. And I was also going to mention that a common mistake made with this other question, the formal way to ask how are you, is a lot of times people still want to keep that S on the end of estás. It's not there anymore. When you're asking how are you to usted in a formal situation, it's ¿Cómo está usted? Without the S on the end of está. And that's it.